Remember to click subscribe and notification button for more Appa's video.
Cooking Appa.
Hi, this is Cooking Appa. From the herbs that you are looking at, you probably have guessed that Appa, let me zoom in. You probably have guessed that Appa will be making bak kut teh at home today. And like always, if you are staying in Malaysia or maybe Singapore, you basically do not have to go and get all these herbs, bak kut teh herbs yourself, because they always have some pre-packed ones. You either go to the Chinese herbal shop or you go to any local supermarket or department supermarket. You'll be able to get the ready-packed ones. And there's usually two types of ready-packed ones. The first type is just powders. I usually will not buy those. Those are cheaper, but I usually will not buy those. I prefer to buy those that comes with fresh dried herbs like this. Okay, this will be a lot more fragrant. So like this one I bought, it actually comes with this thing here. It's a little bit secretive. You don't really know what exactly they have inside, but generally I think there is some 冰糖 rock sugar and a little bit of 注蔗 one type of sugar cane. Okay, and I saw some white pepper inside also. Okay, this packet is very fragrant. And then we have some this is yu zhu. Okay, this is yu zhu. For those who are very good in English, you probably can help people to translate in the comment section. This is yu zhu. This is chuan qiong. This is tang gui. This is tang sen. This one I bought it separately. This is burnt garlic. If you cannot find burnt garlic, usually you find this in the market. If you can't find it, you can just take some raw garlic and go and dry roast it for a couple of minutes. Then it will become something like this. It will actually enhance the flavor of your soup. Yeah. So to be very frank, looking at the amount of Chinese herbs here, the meat I'm using is actually not a lot. It's probably even half of what is recommended. So this is about maybe slightly over 1 kg. I have some ribs. I have a bit of this is pork belly. So combination between the two. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to cook this soup for too long. It is actually, according to the packet, I'm supposed to cook it for 3 hours. No, I'm not going to do that. For the amount of ingredient I'm going to cook, I think 30 minutes is more than enough. I don't need all the flavor to come up because there's a lot of Chinese herbs here. Okay, and then I have, this is optional. I have some this is dried fried bean curd, yeah, fried tofu, tau pok, yeah. I have some tau pok. So if you have some mushroom, king oyster mushroom or hinoki mushroom, you can also put it in towards the end. So that's very easy to cook this. First step, blanch your pork. Second step, cook everything together and do a bit of seasoning. Done. You will love the taste as well. It will not be anything lesser than what you are having from outside. So step number 1 is to blanch your pork. The correct way is correct way of blanching pork is definitely cold water in, boiling water up. Meaning when you put in the pork or ribs or the bone inside the water when it is still cold, and the moment when it is boiling, remove it and wash it. That's all. Okay. Of course, we can actually add in a little bit of rice wine to further remove the gaminess of the pork. So now all you need to do is to wait for it to boil. Alright, it is now boiling. So we can actually remove the meat and the bones. As you can see from here, all these brown color forms or bubbles, they are all the excessive blood, yeah, and which carries the gaminess, yeah, the gamey flavor, the gamey smell of the pork. So now you will be getting some very nice pork flavor. Okay, done. You can also put in some ginger if you like, yeah? So I'm going to wash the pork. Okay, we're going to start cooking our bak kut teh. I have about 1.5 liter of water here. It's now boiling, yeah? Then we can actually throw in our herbs. You can wash your herbs first, yeah, before using it. And of course, this secret packet given. Oh, now I can see a lot more clearer. I saw some fennel seeds, coriander seeds, definitely some white pepper inside. They are very secretive. Okay, and then also my pork. I have cut the pork belly into bigger chunks. Now I prefer my tau pork to be a lot more softer, so I will add now. Then let it cook together. Actually, tau pork can be cooked very fast, but I prefer softer, so I put it earlier. Right, nicely, everything nicely covered. So I'm going to wait until it is boiling. Then I will adjust down to medium heat and let it simmer for about half an hour. Then after that, we just do some final seasoning. That's all. Very simple to make bak kut teh at home. Then my wife made some youtiao last night. Yeah, so we can have some youtiao. Yeah. Okay, it is boiling now. So I'm going to close the lid and tune down to medium heat and let it simmer for 30 minutes. Now, if you prefer to tune down to low, medium, or low and let it simmer for 1 hour, 2 hours, it's totally up to you. But if you want to simmer longer, then what I would advise you to do is to cook your herbs first for at least 1 hour. Then only you add in the meat, because the meat will actually get cooked very fast. If you cook your meat for 2 hours, it will probably melt. Start melting, not melt, but maybe your meat will be too soft. Okay, so totally up to you. For me, I only want to cook for 30 minutes for everything. Yeah, so up to you to decide what kind of texture you like and to how thick the soup you prefer. My family, especially my wife, she actually prefer a more gentle herbal soup. She doesn't like the soup to be too heavy. Okay, so we will come back after about 30 minutes. Okay, this is actually only after about 20 minutes simmering under medium-low heat. I tasted just now, it's already very herbal because of the herbs. It's actually a lot. Okay, the water, the broth, the soup actually reduced just now. So I actually added 1 bowl of hot water. Okay, I think it's definitely good enough. And what I did just now was I crushed all the ginger, yeah. The garlic. Allow the garlic to totally melt in the soup, yeah. So it is basically already done. Let's do some seasoning here. I'm going to remove some of the bigger herbs. Oops, ooh, be very careful. Ooh, have to be very careful. Okay. See, the tangsen will make the soup a little bit bitter also. Like I said, the herbs that we put inside here, it was given in the packet, is actually a lot. Very it's really a lot. Too much actually. So I'm shortening all the cooking time. Yu zhu is fine. Yu zhu actually is a little bit sweet, natural sweetness. the tang gui actually is a lot. Okay, so we just need to do a little bit of seasoning before we serve. I'm going to add in a little bit of oyster sauce, optional. Okay, this is optional. If you don't like it, then you don't have to add. Okay, a little bit of, well, 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce. Then about 1 to 2 tablespoons of light soy sauce. Some salt. So you adjust to taste, yeah? Meaning you adjust to the taste you like. And a little bit of sugar. If you don't like to put sugar into any of your soup, then don't add. Alright? Right. It is basically done. Okay? I'm going to off the fire and I'm going to dish it out for you. Alright, so here's my homemade bak kut teh. If you like my video, do share my video on your Facebook to your friends. Come to Cooking Appa Facebook fan page, you click like and follow button. Follow Appa on Instagram and subscribe to Cooking Appa YouTube channel. So try to be more flexible when you're cooking. Alright, thank you. Bye bye.